What's happening, Tricksters? Beatrix here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Violet's Scarlet and Violet type versus type mini tournament. This is Ghost versus Fairy. So Ghost won the first round, Fairy won the second round. This is the tiebreaker. Faye has switched up her team once again, so I'm seeing the little hush puppy, the dashed dog baked bagel bun. Sylveon is always a threat. Cottony, Ribombee, Azumarill, and Clefable. I think the Clefable, the Azumarill, and the Sylveon are the ones that are really making me intimidated over here. Trying to think about who to start with. But looking at her team, my Mimikyu really seemed like a solid choice. So we'll start off with the Mimikyu and see what happens. Faye sends out Azumarill, and I go with the Mimikyu. Interesting matchup here. So without wasting any time, I go for a Swords Dance. I'm going to need all the power I can get to take out this Azumarill. And Azumarill goes with the Belly Drum. At first I was thinking, is that the wisest choice? But it does have a Citrus Berry, so that makes a lot of sense. Gets that health back. We both have increased our attack. Now who's going to win this matchup? I'm still feeling confident since I have my disguise, so I'll go ahead and hit it with a Shadow Claw. And it takes a chunk of damage from Azumarill. It survives like, what, 2 HP? Azumarill hits me with a Liquidation, breaks Mimikyu's disguise. But all I have to do now is send out a Shadow Sneak, and that is goodbye to Azumarill. So Mimikyu's doing a good job. Looking all flopsy with a broken disguise. Not too shabby. Out comes the Clefable. I know this thing is pretty defensive. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with my hardest move, which is Play Rough. Surprisingly, Fairy does not resist Fairy. Play Rough does a chunk of damage, I'm happy about that, but I am hurt by the Rocky Helmet. And Clefable has a Shadow Ball to send my way. Luckily, it doesn't take too much damage. And I'm tempted to do the Play Rough again just to make sure it goes down, but I don't want to risk missing. I know Play Rough only has 90% accuracy. And that 10% seems like it's, 30 sometimes. So to play it safe, I just hit with the Shadow Claw. And luckily it is enough to take out the Clefable. Hurt a little bit more with the Rocky Helmet, but Mimikyu is 2 for 0 right now. You're looking good. Faye sends out the Ribombee. And I don't know why I didn't just hit Shadow Sneak. I don't know if I was trying to remember the speed stats, trying to think if Mimikyu was faster than Ribombee. But no, I remember I have a Ribombee. Mimikyu is not faster. Mimikyu's speed is like 95. I should have just hit that Shadow Sneak to get some damage. Anyway, I hit the Shadow Claw and Ribombee goes first and knocks me out with a Draining Kiss. So I'm not mad at that. You did a good job, Mimikyu. Seems like a good time for Gengar, so I send out my Insomnia. My Focus Sash is intact, so I'm not too afraid of anything this Ribombee can do to me. Ribombee uses this opportunity to send out the Sticky Web, so that's going to be annoying for my future Pokemon. But it is completely annihilated by Gengar's Sludge Bomb, so bye Ribombee. Gengar's there swaying without a care in the world. And out comes Sylveon. No, I can't resist. I have a full, intact Focus Sash. I have a Sludge Bomb waiting to be used. I just have to hit this Sylveon with a Sludge Bomb. I can't resist it. Even though it might be a trap, I hit that Sludge Bomb, and what do you know? Sylveon has a Terror type change, So it is turning into the normal type. At least it wasn't steel or something. So Sludge Bomb will do a little bit of damage, but not as much if it had stayed the fairy type. I do get the poison though, so that is a win. And Sylveon hits Gengar with the Psychic. I was fully expecting it to be knocked down to the Focus Sash, but surprisingly I survived with a decent amount of HP. So you know what that means? It is Destiny time. I hit Destiny Bond, but Faye predicts that and switches out the Sylveon for Whimsicott. Oh, I think I had said Cottony before. It's Whimsicott. Destiny Bond goes out. We know this game. While Whimsicott is out here, I just figure, hey, 4 times effective, why not? I'll throw out a Sludge Bomb and see what happens. Whimsicott puts up a substitute with its Prankster, and Gengar's Sludge Bomb's gonna go ahead and break that substitute to smithereens. Looks like Whimsicott's in a bit of a pickle here. You could keep doing substitutes, but I'm just gonna break them and while your health keeps going down and down. So I send out another Sludge Bomb, and that is going to take care of the Whimsicott. Sylveon comes back out, and I know all I have to do is press another Destiny Bond. That is Gengar's purpose now. Sylveon uses Psychic, takes out Gengar, but guess what? Sylveon goes down too. So that is it for Sylveon. And we have a clear battlefield. So I decide to send out my Drifblim. Might be a good time to set up some moves, get buff. And her last Pokemon is the Dash Bun, little bagel pup. I know I can't hit it with fire moves, so that's good to know for Chandelure. Bagel Pup hits me with a Play Rough while I stockpile 1. Trying to see how many stockpiles I can get here. Dash Bun switches over to Crunch, while Drifblim munches on the Citrus Berry. And then does another stockpile. So that Crunch actually lowered my defense, kind of undoing the work that I'm doing. So I figure my item has been used up. Let's see what kind of damage I can do with Acrobatics. Dash Bun uses Crunch again. Super effective. And Acrobatics does decent damage. At this point I'm thinking like, oh shoot, I need to get my Tailwind up before Drifblim faints. So one more Crunch from Dash Bun. Drifblim survives it and is able to get that Tailwind up. So that's excellent. And I don't want to switch in, I don't want to do a hard switch into Dash Bun's Crunch. So I just figure I'm faster, let's just hit him with the Acrobatics. See how much that does. Dash Bun kills Drifblim with the Crunch, but I do get that aftermath damage, so I'm happy with that trade-off. Drifblim goes down, and I'm able to switch in my Dark Bramble with the Tailwind boost, raising the attack. I'm caught in a sticky web, but it doesn't bother me. Got the Wind Rider boost, and all I need to do is hit the Shadow Sneak, and Dash Bun is down. So that was Battle 3 of Ghost vs. Fairy, and I won! Ghost has won this matchup. It's been a lot of fun. Looks like I'm moving on to the next round. Stick around to see what type Ghost is going to go up against next. Thanks for joining me for these battles, and I'll see you in the next one of our Pokemon Violet mini type vs. type tournament. Bye!